Hi, I'm Kara Greiner, and I'm going to be playing 4 pieces from Seymour Bernstein's Birds, Book 1. The first one I'll be playing is called The Purple Finch, and the second one is called The Woodpecker. The third one is called The Vulture, and the fourth one is The Penguin. are around the 4, 5, and 6 range. I would say the Purple Finch is a 4. It just seems a little bit easier than the other ones. There's not as much movement, the tempo isn't as fast. The Woodpecker and the Vulture I would consider level 5s, just because of the speed. The Vulture is actually rather slow, but because of the amount of notes and like the weird time signature, which I think adds to the imagery, but anyways. And the Penguin I would consider a 6, just because of the, there's some grace notes in there that actually I am having a hard time getting in, and I think if I put a little more practice in, maybe I could get it. But I would just consider the approximate level of the pieces in this collection, the Birds Book 1, would be about a level 5. Seymour Bernstein is an American who was born in New Jersey in 1927. He's still alive, and there's actually a documentary that was made about his life last year, and it's called Seymour: An Introduction. I'm actually curious to watch that now after studying his pieces. Seymour started teaching piano at age 15 and achieved the Griffith Artist Award at age 17. He was inducted into the Army during the Korean War, where he gave concerts for military leaders at the front lines. His concert tours have led him all throughout Asia, Europe, and the Americas. He has also published several books, including With Your Own Two Hands and 20 Lessons in Keyboard Choreography. In 1969, he debuted with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, playing the world premiere of Concerto No. 2 by Villalobos. He has won many awards and earned a variety of grants. His contributions to the musical world are profuse, actually. His compositions range from teaching material for students of all 8 levels to the most sophisticated concert pieces, which I think is a just a huge importance factor in a composer, that he's able to compose for all different ranges of levels and ages. So I thought that was really cool. Some interesting features about this book and the pieces I played. I'd say the coolest thing is that about these pieces is their vivid imagery. I think it's so fascinating to be able to bring something to life, bring to life sounds that bring such clear pictures. It's like you get to paint a picture with sound. And as someone who is not an artist in the painting or drawing realm, I think it's so cool to be able to do that with my music and with my own hands and what I am able to do. So for the Purple Finch, I'd say that some of the pedagogical concerns are the delicateness of the piece. That was a little bit of a struggle for me. I'm pretty sure I was not able to accurately portray the pianissimo that is called for throughout almost the entire piece. I'm sure that with more practice and attention to detail, it would be easily overcome, though. I think I just didn't give it enough practice, honestly. I had a similar trouble in the Woodpecker. The notation calls for pianissimo on the staccatos, but that was extremely difficult for me to do. Also, the transitioning quickly from the legato phrases back into the staccato phrases was a bit troublesome because you were not given like a rest or anything to allow your hands to move and prepare. The time signature also changes quite a bit in that piece, and I'm pretty sure I didn't follow that, which I apologize in the recording. In the Vulture, I struggled with connecting the measures, especially in the right hand, with the repetitions. The other thing that proved a bit challenging was the voicing called for in the left hand about halfway through the piece with the chords. You're supposed to voice the top note, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do that accurately, and I apologize. The time signature is also kind of odd in this piece with a 7/8 time, but I think that this is probably to add to how the creature, a vulture, is like an odd and uncomfortable creature, and the time signature is kind of uncomfortable because you're expecting that 8th note, because a 7th just feels weird. And lastly, in the Penguin, the hardest part for me was the rhythms. Keeping the left hand steady while the right hand fit all the notes within that steady beat was challenging. I'm pretty sure that I didn't play it accurately in the recording, although, again, I feel like if I had practiced a little bit more, then I could master that pretty easily. The other books for birds, and then Seymour's 2 insect books, are highly descriptive pieces for the intermediate pianist, and I think that those are some good books or pieces to branch a student out away from just mechanical classical playing and allow them to hear and feel the imagery, which I think is a beautiful thing in piano that gets forsaken a lot, is that you can bring something to life. And I think that these books and collections would be a great way to allow students to branch away from just the regular old playing classical music. Something that I found in my research about Seymour Bernstein was a quote from actually the movie trailer about his life, and I love it. It says, "That's how life is. It has conflicts, pleasures, harmony, and dissonance. The same thing occurs in music." And with that, I hope that you enjoyed this presentation and that you learned something about Seymour Bernstein and 20th century music. Thanks.